You've probably seen the Mate XT, right? But I bet you haven't seen one like this. It's broken. That's why I always say, if you're buying something like this, get the screen protection plan. This thing is way too fragile.
Good advice.
The Huawei Mate XT, which launched on September 20th, is a foldable phone, but just a week in, it's already facing a lot of screen damage issues. The screen is so fragile that even with slight mishandling or a small bump, the liquid crystal would leak, or the screen might crack. In the video, a guy got his hands on the Huawei foldable phone and was really excited to try it out. He couldn't wait to show it off to his friends, so he quickly unboxed it and started playing with it. But while folding and unfolding it, the screen developed a black line right down the middle. He was totally shocked. The phone was still on the welcome screen, and he had already messed up the hardware. Some people are sarcastically praising Huawei's latest ink screen technology. Recently, another person shared a photo of their brand new Mate XT with a damaged screen. The middle of the screen had turned completely black, with parts of the sides also darkening. In the video, there's a caption saying, "My brother just unboxed this afternoon, and by night it's broken. Can you imagine how upset he is?" On September 27th, the owner of an electronics store from Suzhou shared a video.
This might be the first Mate XT in China to have a screen issue right after being unboxed. He sent it to a customer, and as soon as it was powered on, they noticed a line on the screen. Now they have to return it to Huawei.
Another customer reported that their Mate XT screen had creases and uneven areas in the fold region, even before using it. With all the problems popping up right after the Mate XT's launch, many people are commenting, buying the Huawei foldable is just for people with too much money and too little sense.
There we have it, guys. So the reason I'm playing this video, one of the comments in the video I did, Samsung Apple Wake Up video, was a gentleman who wanted to point out that I had to get my facts right. I want to reiterate that the videos, as you know, I go live, I chat with you guys, and I'll then, after the 5, 6, 7 hour live chat that I do, I'll take out the sections of videos that we've talked about. I'll then queue them up so that they'll be published over the coming days. So say in a 7 hour session with chat and going over videos, we go through 10 videos. I'll take 10 videos and I'll set it to go one on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So those videos will come out in order. This gentleman decided to tell me I had to get my facts right because the video had come out on say the 5th, and he had seen this video from a channel called China Observer. I'll put a link in that below, along with a link to this video below as well, as always, if you want to watch it in the whole thing. And he was telling me to get my facts right, which is wonderful, but I just want to point out the video that he was referring to came out after the video came out on my channel. So my video came out, and then the next day this video came out. Now, I'm not psychic, I can't see the future. It's fairly hard for me to get my facts right when the facts he's referring to don't even exist at time of recording. So just a little comment, just think about what you're saying in the comments before you try and be big and impressive with your get your facts right comment. It's kind of hard to take you seriously when you can't even get your own facts in order. You know, you come off as a bit of a fool. Just saying. Me and chat absolutely wet ourselves when I brought this up, and you did not come off well with chat at all, just so you know. Obviously he absolutely licks Apple's rear end, which is fine. You know, if you're passionate about a product, not a problem. And I will admit, because I'm guessing he's going to watch this video, I'll admit that Apple actually do a phenomenal job with their software. It is incredibly smooth. It's wonderful to use. The only problem I have with Apple is that they constrict and control what you can and cannot do with their products, whereas many other devices that aren't Apple allow you to do pretty much anything you want with their products. and I like that freedom, and that's the only reason why I don't use Apple, is because of the freedom we have with other products. Their camera technology is phenomenal. They can do incredible things with a 48 megapixel camera. I would like to see what they can do with a 200 megapixel camera. If they can get such incredible photos from 48 megapixels, what could they do with 200 megapixels? It'd be insane to see that. But yes, I will admit, Apple do make fantastic products. They're just not for me because I don't want to be controlled. So yes, this video that he was referring to, it came out the day after my video, and that was about 3 or 4 days after that video had been recorded. Now, obviously, we are in a new form of technology, and with a new form of technology comes a modicum of problems. It's a given. When I bought the Honor Magic V3 from through eBay from a China seller, yes, I absolutely knew there could be a chance there would be an issue with my folding screen. Luckily, touch wood, never had a problem with it. The screen has been flawless. It's working beautifully, and I am blown away, absolutely blown away at how good the Honor Magic V3 is. And I will do a video in another week or two giving you my experience from using that phone. Because it is incredibly well built, and it's a phenomenal piece of technology. But we are in a new era of mobile phones, and yes, they've sold 500,000. They built 500,000 on Huawei Mate XT models. They've sold thousands upon thousands of them already. Their pre-orders are over 6 million. And it is new technology, and with new technology will come problems. There'll be problems with the folding screen, that's a given. There'll be problems with some software, maybe some camera issues. It's going to happen no matter how much you try to refine the product before launch. Apple have had problems with phones when they've launched. Samsung have had quite a few problems in the past with phones that they've launched. There's a model years ago that the battery would literally explode and set on fire. The first Fold that they brought out, they had lots and lots of problems with their folding screen. Lots of problems, just like the Tri-Screen is having at the moment. And even the Samsung Z Fold 6, even that one is having problems with its screen. There's reports of screen issues, just like Huawei's. With the Samsungs right now, with the latest one. But the fact is, the industry is now moving towards folding phones. Sadly, the sales are down drastically for Samsungs, but that's, in my opinion only, that's down to the fact that they've not innovated anything new. It's the same camera system that they've had for 3 years. Battery life is still pretty poor, and it looks like a brick. So, but that's just my opinion. If you've got a Fold 6 and you like it and you love it, great, I'm happy for you. Couldn't say anything bad about it if that's the case. If you're happy with your phone, brilliant, ignore what I'm saying because it's null and void. But even Samsung are having problems with their phones. It's just a fact of technology. This is how things happen and things go when new phones come out. So, yes, I will get my facts right. I think I did a pretty good job of getting my facts right because I did warn in my video, I'm fairly sure, saying I have got worries about the phone. But anyway, the fact is at the end of the day, the industry is moving forward. The fact that Huawei have over 6 million pre-orders says there's a big demand for this type of profile phone that can fold to, give us a full tablet rather than just a small square tablet. It's just one of those things. And if I could have a Huawei Mate XT, would I have one? Yeah, I would actually, because they look absolutely brilliant. I'd like it if it was a little thinner. I know that's a big ask because it's down to 3 point something millimeter thick, but I wouldn't mind it being thinner. I saw a channel reviewing one, and he said that he had used it for 4 hours solid for Wi-Fi streaming YouTube, and it still had something like 50% power. That's phenomenal. My Honor Magic V3, I've just done my 4 days at work, and I use the phone for like half an hour video each day, half an hour audiobook to relax to, checking my text messages, my emails. What else do I do with it? Maybe just sending a few texts as well, taking a few phone calls each day for about 10-20 minutes. And out of the 4 days, going from 100% at the end of 4 days, and I didn't charge it at any point until the 4th day, it had got down to about 29% power. I have never had a phone in my entire life that has lasted 4 days of just casual use. 4 full days of casual use. I was blown away at how insanely good that the Honor Magic V3 is for battery life. If I'm using it heavily, I don't really game, but if I'm using it to watch a lot of films, go on the internet, do a lot of shorts on YouTube and that sort of thing, yeah, the battery does drain quite quickly. It'll go down by about 20% after a couple of hours, but that's heavy usage, that's non-stop usage of it. So, you know, it's one of those things. At the end of the day, there's always going to be an inherent risk with buying a device that can open and close, like the Fold devices. It's always going to be there. It's never going to disappear. No matter how good the hardware is, how much work is put into it, it will always be a constant with the constant aspect of the Fold device. But the fact is, a lot of the industry is now moving towards that. The tri-screen, the first of its kind, has been done by Huawei, and it has shown the entire industry it is now physically possible. And there's going to be a lot of other phone companies out there now trying to do a tri-fold screen, because that is what people want. So the demand has been shown that's what people are wanting. I do accept there has been a lot of scalpers buying the Honor Mate XT, a lot of scalpers, and that may have inflated the demand, or the actual real demand, by quite a lot. You'll be happy to know that a lot of the scalpers are being burnt and losing money left, right and centre, which is great because scalping is just a scummy thing to do. So anyone that scalps, that loses money, I have zero sympathy, and in fact it makes you smile that you're losing money, because you are literally buying a product at the same price as everybody else and then trying to sell it for a lot more to rip people off. And I think it's disgusting that you do it. But at the end of the day, I still think there's a very, very large demand for a tri-screen device. And I think the rest of the industry, Samsung, Apple, need to wake up and actually start making some real innovations and real progression towards more advanced units rather than the Z Fold 6. Z Fold 6 would have been great 3 years ago. Now it's outdated. The Honor Magic V3 massively beats it in every single respect. It's just one of those things, and I think they need to wake up to that. But thank you very much for providing the link to a channel I've never ever heard of. I really, really appreciate that. And yes, I will try and make sure that I get my facts right in the future. I'm not psychic. I can't see the future, but I'll do my best for you.